What's up, guys? Alright, so for today, we're going to be doing a little review of a Kubotan that I got online. So one thing that's kind of been running through my mind is I've had, friends that have been jumped, friends that have had like crazy things happen to them, and you just never know what's going to happen on the street, right? You always want to be prepared. Number one step, if you ever get mugged, obviously, just give the people the money, right? There's so many situations that I hear of, and people are trying to be the hero, right? And they end up like getting stabbed or end up dying or whatever it might be, right? All for like $20. To me, it's like, you know what? Number one step of self-defense in that case is like just throw your wallet at them, throw it in the river, make them chase it. You know what I mean? Like don't try to fight these people off. But if it does come down to it, you do have to defend yourself. I think something like this is super smart to have. Basically, this is it's called a Kubotan, and you can kind of keep it on your keychain, so you can kind of keep it, here. It's always on you. So you can see I kind of already have one right now. And the idea is that you kind of use it almost like a blunt kind of weapon, but I guess not blunt, but like a sharp weapon to kind of hit people with, right? So you kind of hold on to it, and you kind of just strike them with it. So it can kind of harden your knuckles too. You can punch with it, but the typical kind of way of using it is here. You could use it like this too if you want to. I wouldn't recommend it. This is more like piercing, and it's kind of scary. I wouldn't want to do like that much damage to somebody. But I mean, I guess you can if it's worst case scenario, somebody has a gun or something. Maybe something like that is merited. But typical way that you would hold it is like this. I'll make some videos later to kind of show you guys different techniques that you can use to be able to defend yourself with a Kubotan. But this one is a super generic one. It's made in Taiwan, so you can kind of see on this little piece of paper that it came with. It's not anything fancy. I think really literally all it is a single piece of metal. I'm guessing it's like aluminum or something. It's pretty light. It doesn't really say what kind of metal it is on here, unfortunately. I just ordered it, not really knowing too much about it. But it's all machined out of one piece of metal, so it's super strong. Basically all these rivets are where your hand goes, and you kind of just hold it, and then just strike, like I said earlier, with this thing. So it's spelled like this. It's Kubotan, and according to this piece of paper, it's a fancy key holder as well, which I guess that's not a lie. It also says you can use it as a mini nightstick. Also true, not very effective as a nightstick, because I don't know, what damage this is going to do if you kind of slap somebody with it. It's too small, in my opinion. Used for a striking point. Yep, I guess that's accurate. And then for self-defense, defense weapon, spelled wrong, which is kind of funny. And then heavy duty metal, heavy duty metal, I guess. I don't know. Made in Taiwan. It's probably somebody using Google Translate to translate all this stuff. But so this guy is super simple. Some of these do get a little bit bigger. I have another one here that's kind of like it's kind of cool little skull looking one. I'll do a review of that one later. It's a little bit bigger. This one is, I think, a nice size, because basically when you hold it, it's just a little bit out from your hand. It gives you enough room to kind of like to strike with this thing. My other one, it's kind of shorter. If you have to use it, it's going to work. It's going to be better than just like a fist. If you hit somebody, it's going to definitely like disorient the person if you puncture their arm or whatever it might be, right? And it's nice because you're not carrying like a knife or something that's like actually threatening to people, right? So I do like these because they're pretty sure they're legal in a lot of places. One thing to kind of look out for is if it's like hidden, if there's like a knife inside of this, which like this guy does have, and stuff like that too. You just want to make sure that it's like legal, where you're at. Just make sure that it's something that you can carry around with you. I know in California there's like some weird laws where you can't have stuff that's concealed, so I'm actually going to be switching that one out for a different one, probably something like this, because it's technically not legal to have on you. So just check your laws in your local area to see if that's even possible to have one of those. So one thing that does stick out right away about this thing is it doesn't really lay on your fingers super well. If you look here, there's like a little bit of space between all of them. Ideally, you'd want it to line up with your fingers perfectly like this, but it doesn't 100% line up. You know, not a huge deal. A lot of these can kind of be used as like just kind of like grips on this, so you don't, I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's still gonna like stick, right? Your hands are still gonna sit in the right spot, so it's still okay. If you have bigger hands, it might be okay. If you have small hands, it might end up being a little bit harder to hold on to something like this. So yeah, just check like the measurements if they have measurements on there, and then try to basically like guess how much space is in between these if you're really concerned about it. With that being said, it still kind of like fits really well. It's super sturdy, and like I said, it's kind of machined out of a single piece of metal, so it's like really strong. Like you're not gonna break this. Like this guy is a plastic. You know, 1 or 2 strikes with this, possible that, you know, it's not like this might break. I might end up testing one of these guys just in like sandbags or something, just to see if this thing is actually gonna hold up. So I'll get back to you guys on the future, in the future, about that one. So yeah, so basically that's kind of it. There's not really much to these things. You just kind of keep it on your keychain. It's always good to have as backup. It's always there. It's always ready. So yeah, definitely check these guys if you like this kind of thing. Get one of these. They're super cheap. You can get them for, you know, I don't even know what like the price range of these things are, but this one was for me like pretty decently cheap. So they're pretty cool. So if you guys like this video, make sure that you like and subscribe. Make sure that you guys aren't missing any of the new videos, so hit that little notification button, all that good stuff. I'm going to be having product reviews. I'm going to try to do them on the regular, so probably every few weeks I'll probably do one of these, try to order a new one, do a little quick review of it. If you guys have anything that you want me to review, just let me know in the comments, and I'll try to check it out and give you guys a little bit of review. Alright guys, check out the next one. Peace.